Hello, all you beautiful souls. Today, I would like to lighten the burden in my heart. My heart has been really heavy, and I have been thinking a lot about all that is going on in the world. The year 2020 has been a difficult one for the world, and I have been taking some time to listen and observe. I have been through some difficult seasons of my life in the past, and so I know what it feels like to be in a season of uncertainty and pain. For the past 3 months, I have been listening and observing, and there are a lot of people going through the difficult seasons of their life. Now, I'm not an expert, but I have been through some storms of life, and I've learned few skills along the way. Going through some of the rock bottoms have taught me how to show up when I go through the difficult seasons of life now. I've learned to show up with open arms and not resist these seasons of life. I've learned that when we try and resist what's happening right in front of us, it brings us more pain and suffering. So in order to release the pain and heal, we got to learn to accept and feel the pain as it is rather than trying to conceal and resist. Like everyone else, I can feel the pain, and so I hope it's okay for me to use this space here to share the pain with you all. Before I start, let me tell you that the best stories of my life have all birthed from the storms of my life. It's really interesting for me today to look at my journey and see how every single moment and storms of my life have played a perfect part in helping me get to where I am today. And every season of life where I did not know what to do were all leading me to where I am today. And I know that everything I have to go through will lead me to the next phase of my life. I'm a strong believer that nothing we go through or learn is ever wasted. Everything is preparing us to be the person that we are meant to be and live our purpose. What's so beautiful and exciting about life is that when one journey ends, another one starts. And I'm always excited and curious as to where life is going to lead me next. So I try and go with the seasons of life with the right attitude. One very common theme I hear from all the people I talk to these days is that I don't know why I feel like this or why am I like this when there's nothing that I can pinpoint and say that this is what's wrong with my life. Many of them tell me that they feel guilty for feeling depressed when there's nothing specifically wrong with their lives. Have you ever felt the same? We are a generation that's so obsessed with thriving that we have forgotten to appreciate surviving. We celebrate the birth or start of anything and grieve for the death or end of something. We get excited about the new and nostalgic for the end. But what we don't do enough is celebrate staying and surviving. So today, let me tell you that I'm grateful that you chose to stay and survive through the seasons of life when you could have given up and left. It takes a lot to stay and survive when life seems just like a horizontal line. One of the people that I was listening to at the end of our discussions said this sentence to me that made me think about all this. She said, "I really appreciate you for being the person that you are today." Now it may sound like a very simple sentence, but that means a lot to me because only I know the seasons of life that I have had to go through to become the person that I am today. I've been through the seasons of life when giving up was easier than holding on. Blaming others was easier than taking responsibility. Holding on to grudges was easier than letting go and forgive. hating was easier than loving. But I chose to take the difficult and uncomfortable path because no matter what I had to go through, I've always believed that I need to do the right thing. I don't always know what's the right thing to do, but I'm always trying to learn and understand to do better. Many a times we wish to get to a place in life and we pray for that, but then on our way to the destination, we get discouraged because we don't like the way we are getting there. The midpoint in the journey isn't always as exciting as the start of the journey. We got to remember that it's not what we go through that determines where we end up. What we go through most of the time is out of our control, but who we become through the process is definitely within our control. We can go through the worst betrayal and not end up bitter. We can be disappointed and not lose faith. Life might not always have been fair on us, but we can still believe in justice. There will be a lot of incidences in our life that we did not plan for, but we need not have to fall prey to what happens to us. We all get to go through the storms of life, and I haven't come across people who have not had to go through the storms of life. With all that said, let me tell you that at some point in life, we just have to stay, hold on, and survive. That's as important as striving. So today, I'm celebrating you, the you that did not just give in when you had all the reasons to give up, you that stayed when you had all the reasons to leave, you that did not turn bitter when you had all the reasons to be, you that survived even when, according to the worldly standard, you did not thrive, you that stayed encouraged when you had all the reasons to be discouraged, you that stayed optimistic when the whole world was pessimistic, you that kept loving even when you only received hate. Thank you for being you. Thank you for still being here even though some days all you could do was breathe. Thank you for holding on and for having the faith to believe that no matter what you're going through today, tomorrow will be different and better. You have the power to make it through. Keep holding on, and if you have been at the rock bottom and have survived, be proud of yourself and celebrate the survival. As long as you have breath in you, you got to celebrate because you have made it through the many storms of life. You are a brave warrior, and the fact that you are still breathing is a proof that your life has a purpose. For some of us, it may take longer than for others to get to our purpose. But as long as we are choosing to keep holding on, we are doing more than enough. So today, I'm just saying thank you, and that it's a pleasure to share this earth with a beautiful soul like yours. I don't know what you're going through, but whatever it is, I know you will get through and come out on the other side stronger and better. Please know that what you go through doesn't determine where you end up. Life is long enough for you to see the good days and short enough that you got to live every moment you get to breathe. As always, I'm grateful that you chose to click on my video and invest some of your very precious time to watch. You inspire me to do better and keep going, no matter what comes my way. So thank you.